Hello everybody, today I'm presenting my poster which is entitled The History of Basketball. The guiding question for this poster is what historical facts about basketball can we learn using diagrams, geometric shapes, and artistic techniques. In this case, I chose the area of history and social studies, so I searched for 5 historical events about basketball. The first one is when was basketball invented? It was invented in 1891. The second one is when were the rules of basketball published? They were published in 1892. The third one is when the players start to use the orange ball. It was in 1893. The fourth fact is when the players start to play with 5 players. It was in 1894. And finally, who were the first 2 teams to play a basketball game? It was the University of Chicago and the University of Iowa in 1896. That's about the historical events. Now talking about maths. The children have to look for a basketball court, a picture of a basketball court, and following that picture, the idea here is that they create their own basketball court, measuring and using geometric shapes. In this case, I used circles, triangles, and rectangles, as you can see. The next area is arts. In this case, I use ball clay artistic techniques. So I fill each geometric shape inside the basketball court with a different cool color in this case. For example, I use green, yellow, I use purple too, and I follow the artistic technique of ball clay. The next area is English and literacy. I wrote simple sentences using the past simple. You can see that I use verbs in past simple and simple sentences. I also decided to use questions such as when was basketball invented, with how many players did a basketball team play, and what 2 teams played the first basketball game. And finally, talking about science, the idea here is that the students create a flow chart. In this case, I decided to use arrows, as you can see, in order to represent temporal relationships and between the events. For example, the first event happened in 1891, the second in 1892, and so on. So the idea here is that the students create their own chart in order to understand temporal relationships between historical events. And that's it. Thank you so much. Now talking about the Handmade, I decided to choose one of the historical events. In this case, I chose the last one, which is when was the first basketball game. When did happen the last game? And this game happened between the University of Chicago and the University of Iowa in 1896. So I decided to represent that last historical fact with this Handmade. You can see that I am showing here the players of the University of Iowa and the players of the University of Chicago. And I also use ball clay technique in the basketball court using all types of colors. And that's it. Thank you so much for your attention. Bye bye.